We'll crack on. Right. So hi, I'm Helena Mace and welcome to the Country Music Social Media Sessions, and I'm very excited to have Rachel Redman because this is the first time we've actually even spoken, I think, really.
It is.
So welcome and thank you for joining me today, and I know it's very hot in your attic, so you try not to keep you too long.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. It's nice because you've recently joined us, so we're very pleased to have you on board. And I've just had your single drop in my inbox this morning, actually, a new one called Your Ocean.
Yes.
And I've been playing Ready for Waiting for Me, and we obviously played it on the TV show. And this literally just drops in my inbox this morning, so I'll be playing it next week. But tell us about it.
So I have just dropped a new summer single. So it's a bit Caribbean influenced, as well as having the country roots there. And yeah, I just wanted a feel good song that was happy, about love, and something that everyone could happily dance to. My son loves it as well.
Oh, bless. How old is he?
He's three and a half. So it's his favourite track of mine. So it was really nice.
Well, they're very brutally honest, aren't they, children?
They are. Yeah, he hasn't bopped to a song of mine for a while, but this one he seems to quite like. So it's tried and tested on a 3-year-old. So yeah, I recorded it at home in my lady loft, and then my producer Rob Tom, who's extremely talented as these producer people are,
yes,
put his magic on it, and a couple of guys, Tor and Damien, put some ska punk style guitar on it as well. So it's a bit of a mishmash style wise, but it does have the country roots, obviously, with me singing and
brilliant.
and
yes.
things on. So yeah, it's a really fun track. I really enjoyed doing that one.
So how have you managed with lockdown? Because obviously, as a musician, it's been quite hard over the last year, as we all know. And did you manage to record in between lockdowns? Or did you have sort of plans to start writing stuff when we came out of lockdown? How did you cope with it?
Well, good question, because I have actually done more recording in lockdown because I'm really lucky to have my own little loft set up, lady loft set up. So I've done a lot up here, but I'm usually in a covers band and I do covers as a solo artist as well. So stopping doing that has given me a new lease of life, really, to do a bit more original work, which I probably wouldn't have done as much if I hadn't had that time to focus on it. So yeah, I feel really grateful to lockdown in that respect.
That's really nice to hear from the other side as well, because obviously a lot of people, as a musician, I mean, I'm an entertainer full time, so of course when we went into lockdown last year, it was like, oh, now what? You know, it's like we didn't know where we'd come in and go in, and I found the same. I managed to release 2 albums last year, which I probably wouldn't have done if it wasn't for lockdown. So I think a lot of people have said, even though it was scary to start with, we've now had a lease of life, like you said, and maybe rethought what we're doing, and it's been a positive. The light, you know, they say the light at the end of every tunnel, isn't there? You know, it's something you think, oh gosh, this is going to be really bad, and then actually, no, we can work with this and maybe move in a different direction. So it sounds like it's gone in your favour.
Yeah, no, I've really enjoyed it, and it's really developed me as a musician as well, and it really helped with the confidence doing my radio show on top of that too. So yeah, I think it's definitely had its highlights.
Yes.
At first I was trying to do some live streams and things, but it's not the same as performing, is it? And to think I thought, oh yeah, this is just going to be like going out and performing, but it wasn't.
No, I didn't like it really.
No. It's like the delay on the comments and things like that. You thought, oh, I killed that song, that was amazing, and then no one said anything or anything, you'd be like, oh.
Yeah, I was always worried that my sound wasn't right, that it could do me more harm than good and that kind of thing. And I tried to keep in touch with my fans online by releasing stuff, but the live feeds, I didn't do as many as a lot of others were like on it constantly. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I should be, but no, I just didn't feel comfortable doing it that way. So so tell me about before I ask you to do a song, tell me about your radio show.
Oh, yeah, it's called The Lady Loft Show. Good to hear in my lady loft. And it's about new music, and it's the radio station that the show is on is called Radio FOD, and they're an LGBTQ plus charity.
Okay.
That do a lot of work in the community in Berkshire and beyond. And so, yeah, I was asked to do a new music show supporting the community and the allies of that community, so friends of.
That's brilliant.
And yeah, it's been really positive. Had really loads of really good feedback. I was like, wow. Well, because when I was asked, I was like, you want me to do what now? I'd never even considered it, but I was a secondary school teacher for 10 years, so that kind of helped with the public speaking side of things, I think, and with the performing as well, that helped as well. So it was just a bit of a sidestep as opposed to something brand new. But it's a bit daunting at first, isn't it, publicly speaking? I don't know if you find that in your with your presenting as well.
It's weird, yeah, very strange. It feels unnatural, doesn't it, really, when you first start? And then after a while, you do get used to it.
Definitely, yeah.
It's a massive sidestep, though, for you, isn't it? Going from being a secondary school teacher, which I wouldn't want to do for any money. I can imagine it's terrifying. And fair play to you for doing it, because I think we've realised, I've got a 15-year-old, and I've had to homeschool her, and that wasn't easy. So I've got every respect for anyone that works in schools. They do an amazing job. I found it really hard. I'm sure they turned feral after a while. They just want to know.
Oh, don't. Friday afternoon, teaching year 9. Woo!
Oh, yeah. Rather you than me, and fair play for doing that. I've got utmost respect for you. So, would you like to do a song for us, Rachel?
Yeah, sure. I will do a little song.
Brilliant.
Right, let me get something together.
That's all right.
So I'm a bit flustered up here.
No, it's a bit hot. It's all very relaxed. It's okay, don't worry.
Cool. Oh, that's all right then. Can you edit bits out, or is this just going out live?
It will go out live, but unless you do something really bad.
This is Davina. Please do not swear.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Cool. Let me just, I think I'm peaking a little bit, so I'm just going to turn this down a little.
Yeah, no problem.
Do.
It's good to get it right. It's hard to get it right on Zoom, isn't it? Because you can't really hear how you're going to actually sound. But
I know. Capo. This is Rach Redman looking for her capo. Oh, there it is.
There we are.
I just hope I'm in tune. The heat kind of makes your guitar go a bit funny, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I did some gigs outside recently and I had to tune my guitar every 2 songs. It's really annoying.
It is. Especially when you have a guitar that you've played in and it's always in tune, and then you get the hot weather and it's like, oh, come on.
I know. Yes. They need to invent a guitar that tunes itself.
They have. There's an electric guitar that's tuned itself, apparently.
Wow. That costs a few quid. Okay, I'll let you take it away.
Thank you. This is called YOY.
Brilliant.
And maybe it's got something to do with I'm being a bit crazy this morning. I looked at you and said, my dear, I think I'm falling. Maybe I have gotten in too deep. I don't know how to act, I don't think you know either. We make more friends than we know how to keep. So why do I not feel this? Why have gotten in too deep? Why did I say the wrong thing? Why don't I like anyone I be? You looked at me and said, my dear, I think you're fading. I said that I can barely see my dreams. I don't know why there is the need for all these diamonds. You're right, I'm wrong. Who's flying off their feet? So why do I not feel this? Why everyone I meet. Oh, señorita, heartbreaker. Oh, señorita, the biggest part of me is asking me why, oh why, oh why, oh why, oh why do I now feel this? Why have gotten in too deep? Why did I say the wrong thing? Why don't I love everyone I meet? Why don't I love everyone I meet? Why don't I love everyone I meet?
That was great. I love that. That's brilliant. It's really catchy. That's going to be in my head all day. I can see that.
Yay.
Which is what you want, isn't it? It's what you want from a song, really, to keep someone's head and not leave. Brilliant. Thank you for doing that. Thank you.
No problem. Sorry it was a bit peaky.
No, it sounded right, actually. And your guitar playing's incredible. I'm very I still struggle with the guitar. I play, but I find it very difficult. So that was brilliant and a great vocal, and a great song. So this, because you recently joined us at Country Music Social Media, and I believe that Ken turned up at one of your gigs recently.
Yeah, he did, with his other half. Yeah, it was lovely.
Oh, bless them. They're a lovely couple, aren't they? Yeah, lovely couple. And how are you finding it with the social media? Because obviously it's been very important, isn't it, since lockdown? Yeah,
it's been amazing so far. I'm not very au fait with Instagram and Twitter. I'm a bit more on Facebook, I guess. I suppose I'm showing my age there a little bit. I don't know.
No, it was fine.
But I've when I saw what Ken and you guys did, I was like, "Ooh, that would really, really help me," because I'm a bit backwards. I'm learning more and more. Like the other day with my first reel for the radio show, where you kind of like do bits and put them together, and I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my goodness, I've done something new!"
Yeah, it is. It's just, it can be quite overwhelming, isn't it? Some artists said that's why when Ken takes over, it just takes that a little bit off, because there's so much. You've got Instagram, you've got Facebook, you've got Twitter, you've got YouTube. You've got to get your song out to all the radio stations, and it's just sometimes it's just a lot, isn't it, to take in, and where do you start? And I think that's where he comes in. But he said he had a great time at your gig anyway.
Oh, fantastic. It was my honour, honestly.
Have you been doing many gigs since lockdown's lifted, or are you still kind of stuck a little bit with that?
Yeah, I've been outside a couple of times, and even inside now.
Wow, that's exciting.
I think I prefer playing inside, but I've done a few pub gigs, and it's felt like Wembley. First like gig back, I was like, yeah. So that was fantastic. A fantastic feeling.
Oh, no, it's good to be back. And it's been a long time coming. I must admit, I like doing outdoor gigs, but I always find it really hard to get the sound right outside, especially with the guitar, because it kind of travels the sound. So I do find it a little bit more difficult.
Definitely, because inside it kind of the sound bounces off a wall somewhere, and you can hear it quite perfectly. But I think outside you almost need more monitoring.
Yeah.
Things, don't you? And I'm always a bit lazy, just bring my speakers.
Yeah, me too.
My monitor.
Yeah, we're the same, because it's just like, there's so much to cart around, isn't it? And I find even with monitors it can be really hard, especially we did one the other day and it was really quite windy. So of course you got the microphone whistling, the wind through it, and the guitar I couldn't hear the cajon. So oh god, but it's good fun. It's all learning curve, isn't it? But yeah, it was nice to go back indoors, and I wasn't cold, which was good.
Yeah. Oh yes, I did one in December. I just did a cheeky Christmas gig, and I was outside and I was just wearing a t-shirt. Oh. And after the first set, I was like, I feel a bit unwell.
Yeah, but it's not wise, is it? It's not wise.
No, it's really not.
Even down here, it's not wise. It gets quite cold down here with the sea breeze sometimes. I can tell you that. So before I ask you to do one last song, what are your future plans? What's next? Have you got an album coming out? Are you looking at touring, maybe getting more original? Obviously, you said you're doing more original music now.
Yeah, I'm looking at recording an album at the moment. My first few tracks I've got down for Against the Tide, which was my first single that's really got a lot of airplay and got noticed and made me think, wow, maybe I should do something about this.
Yeah.
And then Ready Waiting for Me is the one that's just dropped.
Yeah.
And then not just dropped, so sorry, that's
what we've been playing that one. Yeah.
And then with Your Ocean as well. It's quite a lot of sea-themed songs, actually. A bit like Your Shifting Sands.
Yeah, I do the same. I've got another one coming out, which we did the cover work last night, actually, and that's on the beach as well. I live in a nice place. I might as well make the most of it. Exactly.
And my family are from Cornwall, so maybe that's why I feel at home when I see that too. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. It just lends itself to everything. I love writing about the ocean and the sea, and it's just so sort of, so much charisma in it, isn't it? I think, and the personality in the ocean, and I think it just comes through. And Your Ocean is just a great name for a record, isn't it?
It is.
For a summer record, it's brilliant. So I look forward to hearing it, and I've got it. I haven't actually heard it yet, but I got it literally about half an hour before I got online to you. So I've done my show for this week, so I'll be putting it on my show on Radio Downtown next Friday. It will go out as one of my exclusives. So look forward to. You're welcome. So would you like to finish with a song for us, Rachel? Because it's been lovely to speak to you today.
Oh, it's been lovely to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm going to do a song called Floating Out to Sea.
Okay, we go. Love it.
So there we go. Just fancy doing that. You always keep me waiting. You leave me hanging on. I'm trying to find a reason that keeps me standing strong. Cause only bring me bad news. I'm unsure of where we stand. You got me feeling jaded. Cause you've been taking all you can. Whoa, my heart is floating out to sea. And oh, whoa, all I see is you and me. And oh, whoa, I don't know what the hell to do. And oh, whoa, I feel I'm really falling for you, falling for you. I don't know how to change this, to change your point of view. Just hang on till tomorrow. At time to start something new. Standing outside, it's raining. Can't seem to catch my breath. I can't keep on waiting. Come on now, give yourself a shake. Whoa, my heart is floating out to sea. And oh, whoa, all I see is you and me. And oh, I don't know what the hell to do. And oh, whoa, I feel I'm really falling for you. I'm falling for you. I'm always waiting for you.
Oh, that's incredible. I love that. That's got a real kind of Katie Tunstall, Amy McDonald vibe to it, which are they're both incredible artists. So yeah, especially that guitar playing. No, it was really brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Rachel, for joining us. And please do check out Rachel online. She's got a show called The Lady Loft. Check that out. Check out her new music, which is online, and give her a like and a subscribe, because it's always very important to support unsigned artists. So thank you so much for joining me, Rachel, and hopefully get to meet you.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Yes, hopefully one day we're sort of like ships in the night, all us entertainers, aren't we? We never get to see any other entertainers. It's always us doing it.
Yeah, no, that's so true. I always find that when my friends are gigging, I'm always gigging. That's like, I want to see you.
I know it's a way. I suppose it's the way we are, isn't it? But thanks very much again for joining us. This will go out in a couple of weeks. It'll also go out on CRMR Nashville and Roger Peck show on the radio as well. He'll put it out, so we'll obviously let you know when that comes out, and you can like and share and listen to it if you want to.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Helena. And
you're welcome. Lovely to meet you. Take care, Rachel. See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye. Bye.